Hi, ladies. This is Nicole Elissa, Transformational Love Coach for high achieving women who are ready to call in the one and who want to have the most amazing romantic relationship ever. If you're new to our channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button to get more videos on how to have the relationship you have always wanted and that you're ready for. Today, I am going to share with you the number one confidence killer in women and how to stop it. Are you curious about this? Because if you are, I definitely invite you to watch this video until the very end because it will definitely improve things for you if you choose to take this on. What I have noticed over the years is that there is like I said, the number one confidence killer in women, and that is the energy of shame. All right. And shame is so sneaky that it can show up in many different ways. Shame is an energy that says basically, I am not good enough. All right. And when you can be, and it's so interesting because you can be on the top of the world right now in your career, in your finances, in your health. You can be on top of the world and still have a sneaky feeling or a voice that feels shameful or that feels not good enough, that makes you wrong for wanting more, and that shrinks you. Okay. And I am a love coach, so I help a lot of women, like real women who really want it, to attract their top quality relationship, right? The top quality relationship that they've always wanted. And shame also shows up in relationships, or even as you are attracting the one when you really want to attract the one. It can show up as you saying, well, I have to worry because if I grow older, men are not going to be interested in me, or men are only interested in younger women now these days. Like all these sneaky statements. If you feel like you are at the top of your career, but you're not married, and that can be kind of like an embarrassment for you, or you avoid having that conversation because you feel at odds with yourself, in regards to not attracting your ideal man by a certain age. All of these conversations are ones of fear. I've seen this happen even with some clients where they would, hire me, or hire love coach, and the energy in which they have done it, and this is not all my clients, but it's like an energy of like, oh my God, like please don't tell anyone. Like that's how they describe it to their best girlfriend, right? And here's the thing. I don't want shame to stop you from having what you want. If you are not conscious about how shame can be stopping you from having the love that you've always wanted, pay attention to this video now and make sure you watch this video until the very end. Because shame can stop you if you don't know what it's doing to you. Okay? Shame is a conversation of you not being good enough. Shame is also a conversation about you caring what people think about you and making choices from that place, choosing to hide, choosing to shrink. Um, it can make you even give up. It can make you feel like things are not going to fully work out for you, right? It can make you want to compete with other women. It can make you, that statement where women say, like, I'm a perfectionist. It can keep you in that place where you are not satisfied, and no matter what you do, you don't feel like it's totally good enough, right? So even if when you attract the right man in your life, or you attract a great man in your life, you can be like, "Oh, but I'm not at peace. I'm not at peace." Like you're worried about his girlfriends, like his friends that are women. You're worried about what he's doing, right? And it creates all this inner drama or paranoia within you, right? So it is all rooted in shame. Your mind can have you believe that once you reach a certain level of success, that you will be good enough. But let's be honest here. It doesn't matter if you hit six figures, if you hit seven figures in your business. It doesn't matter if you have all the recognition, if you're a director, if you're whatever title you are. There's always that nagging voice. And what I love about A Course in Miracles, one of the spiritual texts that I work with, it says peace is a measurement of truth. And the ego, like the purpose of the ego, is to keep you seeking and not finding what you want. So you're always in a never-ending cycle of not feeling good enough. And your position as a woman is to know that you're worthy just because of who you are. That is feminine energy, right? So the things that you do and you let yourself have in life don't come from the pursuit of you being good enough or finally achieving a certain status. It comes from your pleasure, what would give me more pleasure, and therefore what you start to attract becomes easier. Now, many of us, we've been taught fear and shame growing up, the feeling of not being good enough, right? It's a narrative that I find to be very pervasive for women and overall in the media, okay? We see it with Photoshop, images on magazines, etc. So I find it to be one of like the silent killers of confidence that women really need to address. All right. Now, the big thing that I see that's going on for women is that a lot of women are just accepting shame as it is, or the feel of not being good enough. And they're like, well, there's nothing that I can do about it. Yes, there is. You are always in power. And this message is for the woman that is done with shame, that is aware of the damages and like that shame has caused in her life, feelings of not being good enough. She's done with that kind of conversation. She wants to be free of caring about what people think about her. Because guess what? Real confidence is not caring what people think about you. But also, it's about letting yourself have what you really want and feeling worthy of having whatever it is that will align you with it. Okay? So I find it that as sisters, as women that we are in this journey, it is really important not only to talk about shame, but to also heal it. It is, once we really heal this, release these feelings of not being good enough within us, you will start to be like, you will be on top of your game, right? You will finally have peace within you. You will not be troubled in your relationships. You will not be troubled with the type of men that you attract. You really need to heal this piece of shame. So it is about really healing the feelings of not being good enough from the inside out. All right. So for some women, it's not a matter of just saying, okay, I'm going to stop being a perfectionist, right? We store these feelings not only in our subconscious. We store some of these programs in our unconscious, programs that we're not aware of because they are unconscious unless you work them with somebody that knows what they're doing. You can store them in your heart, in your body. I mean, how many of you feel like jitters or anxiety or a pang in your heart whenever you are faced with something and it's like this deep fear of maybe not being good enough, right? And you feel agitated. That's a response that you are holding some of these energies in your body, okay? So it is about really like healing this mind, body, and spirit is my number one recommendation, right? Because when you're holding on to shame that way, you're not fully owning your confidence, right? And it can impact even how the way a man really sees you, right? In many cases. So it is really important that as women, we stand together and really heal the energy of shame altogether. Okay. Once you do this, you will let yourself have more, right? You will not criticize yourself for wanting more. You will not criticize yourself for having more. You will let yourself not only have more, but you will also let yourself have it more with ease, with confidence, right? Rather than feeling like you have to overwork to go do something. Once you heal this piece of shame, your whole life is going to transform and your whole life is going to be easier. And you're finally going to be at peace in your relationship. And you will attract a higher caliber of a man and relationship in your life. And if you are already in a relationship, by healing this yourself, the way that your man sees you, the intimacy, everything that's currently going on with you can really take it up a notch, it can go really higher because your energy has shifted. I have many cases of women that I've worked with that once they heal this energy within them, the intimacy, the attraction, the chemistry, the commitment, everything inside of their relationship just increased because they were free, or they became free, basically. Like they were just free of shame, of worry, of criticizing themselves, of not feeling deserving. And that battle that they had, no matter the fact that they had a lot in their lives, like there was some sort of inner conflict still there. So releasing that inner conflict just frees you, right? And doing it with confidence, Doing it feeling proud is one of the biggest gifts that you can actually give to yourself. So please let me know in the comments below, how has shame impacted your life? Are there any secret ways in which shame makes you feel not good enough that you might not even be aware of? I would love to know in the comments below, and I would also love to know how is this affecting you in your love life. Remember, you have to embody the energy of just being the absolute queen. You need to, right? Mind, body, and spirit. When your whole energy is coherent to that, I can guarantee to you that your relationships will grow in quality. The type of men that you attract will change. And if you're in a relationship like that, level of intimacy, commitment, value, all of it will increase as well. If you're interested to know how you can work with this, work around this topic with me privately, I can help you release it at a mind, body, spirit level as well through coaching and to emotional release processes and clearings. Sign up for a free man magnetism assessment with me, where we will discuss the idea of working together privately if this feels like something that is of higher relevance to you right now. You will feel free, and you will let yourself move forward with confidence and just feeling insanely proud of yourself. All right, ladies, so it's been a pleasure connecting with you today, and I'm excited to create a new video for you soon.